Hey y'all, happy Saturday. Today is Saturday, September the 15th. I hope everybody is doing well. If you're new here, welcome. I hope you decided to check out more of my videos that I have uploaded on my channel, and feel free to subscribe if you're returning. Thank you as always, y'all. Today we are going to talk about what's going on. So let's get into it. Soon you may no longer be able to find items like this on your store shelves. Let me tell you why. So our favorite friends, the three-letter organization, has decided that after having medications, certain medications like Sudafed, Tylenol on the store shelves with the ingredient called phenylephrine on the shelves for over 50 years, they decided that it's no longer effective. How they came up to that conclusion, I don't know. I think they did so-called giving people this medication in a placebo as well, and they found out that it is not effective when you take it as a medication in like the oral form. But they do say that it is effective if you take it nasally. So if you have a nasal mist that has that phenylephrine in it, they said that that is effective. What makes me suspicious about this whole thing is not only the timing. I mean, we're coming up on cold and flu season, as well as C-19 that is still going around. However, why is it that after 50 years, you're just now finding out that this is so-called ineffective? What made it ineffective? And even if you feel like it's ineffective, why is there a need to pull it off the store shelves is my question. I want to know what you guys feel about this. There are lots of things that, in my opinion, are not effective that are on the store shelves. There's also something that they wanted everybody to get, and a lot of people have taken, and I'm not judging you if you've taken it. That is up to you. Everybody is entitled to take and feel how they want to feel about that. I've made my stance on that, and I have not deterred from it. No, I have not had it. No, nobody in my household has had it. And we are not getting it. We haven't had any, not the first, second, or anything. Do I have family that has taken it? Have taken it? Y'all can't talk. Yes, but again, that's on them. So it seems like they're trying to push this thing again hard all of a sudden, and not that they haven't been pushing it hard the whole time, but they're pushing it hard. So while we're talking about that, you want to talk about something that's not effective, and you want to call it ineffective, and potentially have it pulled off store shelves, which they probably will at some point in time, because they have the authority to do that. This wasn't effective 100%. So you can't pick and choose when you're going to do things like this. To me, you can't pick and choose what you're going to decide to pull and what you're not, because people who got this were still popping up with getting that. Same as the other vaccine that they want you to get yearly that's supposed to prevent flu and everything. So my whole thing is, this ingredient is found in quite a few different things. I do have a couple of bottles right here. So this is just Equate. It's a brand that I found at Walmart, and it has like the same active ingredients as the name brand. You can see it right here. Hopefully you guys can see that. Phenylephrine, it is 10 milligrams in there, and it says the nasal congestant. They have children's Tylenol cold and flu. Same thing with this. Phenylephrine, 2.5 milligrams, and they're saying it is a nasal decongestant as well. So as you can see, I do stay stocked up with these over-the-counter medications, but I really want to take the time to tell you guys to stock up on these items. I'm not saying go out there and panic buy and clear the shelves and, get 10 bottles of everything that you think your family is going to need. But I am encouraging you to not wait until you get sick, because I do know that a lot of times people wait until they're sick to run out and grab this, that, and the other. There's basic things that I think you should keep in your house, especially if you have kids or anything, like just over the counter, fever medication, just things like that. But also, I want to encourage you to look into vitamins, look into herbs and things like that. There are more natural ways that you can take to cure and just help with, colds and everything. Because at the end of the day, the way I feel about these medications in general is they can help provide relief of the symptoms, but it's not going to get rid of your cold. A cold is a virus, and as we know, viruses have to run its course. So like the 7 to 10 to 14 day period is like a natural cycle of, a regular cold virus. Same thing with the flu. They can give you things like, I know a lot of people take Tamiflu and things that will help you. But again, it's a virus. So it's always good. Yes, people like having these things on hand that can make them feel better. But again, it's not going to cure. It's not like a cure-all. It just helps relieve some of the symptoms. So I want to know what you guys think about that. To me, it's insane. I feel like if they do pull all of these things on the market, what are you going to replace it with? Not only what are you going to replace it with, but what's going to be in the items that are replaced. You never know with these people. They have a way of going about things to be sneaky. You know what they're doing to our food. You see what they're doing to our food. And they can change or modify things to the point where they don't actually have to disclose what are in things. So it's kind of just scary. I also don't know if you guys know, but I did see recently where as of August of 2023 this year, there is I want to say it was a university. I want to see if I can link it in here, link an article, or maybe I might put it right here on the screen where I found it and you can read up on it. They are working on a C19 nasal mist. Yeah. So again, who's to say that they can't manipulate and do whatever they want to for the new products? Because again, if they are saying that this is ineffective, it's just a way for them to take stuff off the shelves. I mean, it's a control issue. When it comes down to it, it's a whole control issue. And this is nothing new. We've been going through this with them for years and years and years, but I think the last few years have opened a lot of people's eyes to how much control that they have over us and how much control they want to continue to have over us. That's why we need to make sure we're prepared and we plan as much as possible so we don't have to be reliant on these officials, right? Something else that I wanted to point out is they are saying that it's so ineffective and, you know, by the time it gets into your body, it's just, you're not basically getting anything. Well, the same can be said for many other medications, yet I don't see them pulling them off the store shelves, right? So that's something that you want to think about. And I'm not like a conspiracy theorist at all, and I've said that many times before. I don't ever want to like turn into like a crazy person or just like, you know, just cause panic, or that's not what I'm here to do on my channel. My brain starts spinning like a little hamster cage when I start thinking about one thing, and it kind of makes me like think about the bigger picture. And that's one thing that I thought about, is that there's lots of other medications that nothing's 100% are effective that I feel like it's 100% effective, right? And they're not quick to pull those off the shelves. Y'all, even vitamins. Like, as much as I like, you know, taking vitamins, and I think they provide your body with extra nutrients and everything that you don't get in foods and everything that you're lacking, that's not, I mean, if you're taking 50 milligrams of zinc, you're not getting that entire 50 milligrams in your system by the time it's broken down. You're getting a minimal amount. So that's just something to think about as well. Like, what is the motive behind this? I want you guys to leave me comments down below as to what you think about this. What are your thoughts about the potential? I hate to say, yeah, they're going to pull it, but they really are. I mean, they haven't said that they're pulling it yet, but we kind of know what this is leading up to. Like, if they're providing us this information, it's safe to say it probably will be pulled at some point, because once it starts getting public and this far, it's like they've already got something else up their sleeves. They don't tell us, like, they pick and choose what they want us to know. So just to have this come out, it makes you think. If anything, these new medications that they end up bringing back, that I think they're going to end up changing and putting something in and bringing back, you'll probably have to go to a pharmacy as well. Because if you guys don't remember, at least in my state of North Carolina, I remember years ago they changed how you can get certain cold and like flu medications. Certain ones that contain a certain ingredient, you actually have to check out at the pharmacy, and they have to take your ID and scan that. And that was because so many people were taking whatever, the cold and flu medication, there's like some kind of active ingredient that's used in manufacture and making, you know, things. So in order for them to, I guess, kind of weed people out and stuff like that, you had to present your ID. And I want to say there was a limit as to you can get no more than 3 boxes like a month or something like that. Like I said, years and years ago, I had to pick up some kind of cold and flu medication or something, and it had that ingredient, and I remember them scanning and them requiring to see my license for that. So again, I don't know where all this is headed, but you guys let me know in the comments what you think about this. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up, you guys. As you can tell, I am sick. I got it from my kids. My 14-year-old brought it to my 9-year-old. My 9-year-old son gave it to my 1-year-old son, and then my 1-year-old son gave it to me a couple of days ago. This is day 3. I do not feel horrible. I sound worse than I feel. Like I said, I feel absolutely fine. It's just my nose. I'm very, very like congested and just stuffy. I hope you guys enjoyed and found this useful. If you guys can give this video a thumbs up or a thumbs down, whatever, just to help me get back into YouTube algorithm, that would help. That way that more people can see this content and content like this, just like news stories, prepping, and just grocery hauls and things like that. That would be greatly appreciated. All right, y'all, thanks so much for taking the time to watch. Take care and stay safe, and I will see you guys in the next video.